Hey, it's Melissa here at Twin Oaks Family Farm. We are checking eggs. It is summer hot here in rural Southeast Ohio, USA. It's August. What's today? Give my brain a moment. It's August 7th, 2024. And this is our pen of production reds. We'll turn the camera around showing y'all them. So I'm bringing an egg carton in to collect the eggs in. And we have a pen here of our beautiful production red hens. They are a hybrid that we got specifically for our commercial egg sales, okay? So we only keep about 60 laying hens for our egg sales. We like to sell the eggs by subscriptions where people pay for 26 dozen at a time and are guaranteed a dozen a week if they want them. So if they take a dozen a week, the subscription lasts half a year. So they pay up front for the 26 dozen. I keep track of everything, and we make sure to fulfill 26 dozen for our subscribing friends to our egg subscriptions. So that's cool. So if you're in egg sales and you find egg sales inconsistent, that's something you could do to find maybe some balance of consistency in your egg sales. We also offer on-demand egg sales too, and somehow it seems to work out. We have a lot of on-demand egg sales regular customers, and we have our subscriptions from week to week. We allow our subscribers to take skip weeks occasionally. Anytime they want, really. We typically take one skip week a year, and so that's just a working arrangement between us and our customers. But between the subscriptions and the on-demand egg sales, somehow it always works out. We are typically on about a 2 or 3, maybe 4-day waiting list for on-demand egg sales. So since most of our customers are regulars, they've gotten accustomed to that, and they just give us a heads up, like when they're down to their last dozen, or if they know in advance the date that they're going to need a specific amount of eggs. This hen here has been trying to dust bathe, and we had an incident with our water. So this is their easy fill water, and so I had to take it apart and make sure everything was working right, because the last 2 or 3 days it had been leaking off. So it had originally been sitting where that block is, and the floor all around it got real wet and spongy, and so the water had been leaking out of the water somehow. And so I had this block sitting down like right here and moved the water to there and found the same thing. This got really spongy, and it still is. I had put, see how it is? And I had put loose dust over it, but she's trying to dust bathe there because throughout their pen, the dust and dirt on top is loose enough that they can dust bathe about anywhere. You know, like there, you can't see it there because of lighting, there's a little wallow, but they can dust bathe about anywhere. So she's a little flummoxed because she's trying to dust bathe there, and so much of that moisture went out of that water that it made it a little spongy there, and she can't get dirt to kick up there. So she's a little flummoxed by that situation. But I did, like I said, I took that water apart this morning, and it ended up the piece in there that holds everything together had worked loose some to an extent. It's kind of a threaded piece that just fastens the tray and the water reservoir together, and there's a float ring in there too. So that was loose. It was letting the water seep out, and so I had it happen there, and then I had it happen here, and so now I figured out that was the problem, and I'm setting the water there for today to test it out. And if we're certain that it's not dripping, leaking off out of there somewhere, we'll put it back where it originally was, and we'll let this continue to dry out. But she is, that's kind of comical, because she wants that dirt to be loose, and it is not, just right in that spot. But you know what tipped me off that we had an issue was that it wasn't holding the water it should, but also it was like, it had a smell in our chicken pen. We never have a bad odor in our chicken pens ever, and we had this smell, just like almost a manure smell, but it just stunk. And so it was all that moisture you know, setting there in that floor. So that smell is dissipated now, so it's gone. But there's one. She wants to dust spade there. So that's where the dirt is loose and normal there. But I will be picking up eggs. And like I said, I'm just going to put them in one of the styrofoam egg cartons. So I can see we've got 1, 2. I think there's at least one back here. Maybe not. Yep, 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back here 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and she's standing over 1, 13. And we got, I'm not sure this morning. I got a total of 10 eggs, early morning check between the 2 pens, the 2 different laying flocks. So anyway, so that's good. So they're well on their way to their egg production for the day, and the eggs will get checked again. This is mid-afternoon, so eggs will get checked again late afternoon and evening. So we'll get more eggs out of this pen actually, but this was just a saying hello to the production reds. And we sure want to acknowledge that we appreciate you supporting our channel. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please continue to join us at Twin Oaks Farm Poultry on YouTube and visit our chicken operation and our rural small family farm lifestyle. We're really grateful that y'all join us. So interact with the channel with comments, with likes, and check out the memberships option. And feel free to give us suggestions in the comments with your feedback. So, hey, and let us know where you're at and what the temperature is there today. Actually, today is in the low 80s for us, but it's in here, it's a little bit warmer than that. So let us know where you're at and what it feels like, real feel.